Alright guys, so we're testing out the Akaso mic and the camera for doing some motovlogging stuff. And the reason I wanted to do this one, kind of again, is I realized when I was out riding the other day and I was testing the, get this going here, tested the external microphone, was that I had image correction or image distortion correction or whatever turned on, so the Akaso wasn't shooting as wide as it normally would. So I was like, why does it seem so narrow? Simple answer was, it had that lens distortion or lens correction, I guess it's called, lens correction, turned on. So we're going out today, mic is plugged in, but that lens correction features turned off, so that should get us a lot wider. Because I went on their website and it was like, oh yeah, this thing shoots like, I don't know, 150 or 170 degrees in wide. So I'm like, that's not what I'm seeing. So if you're not seeing it quite as wide, that may be the reason. But I need to head to the store, so nothing exciting, just trip to the grocery store to pick up some stuff. Figured I'd bring you guys with me as well as do a little test. Seems like a good way to test all this stuff. Head out to the grocery store. So again, you guys get an idea of what the microphone sounds like, and hopefully now what it looks like. So if you go back actually, and just go back and look at the video that I posted on, I think it was, I don't know, I think it was Sunday, so maybe it was just yesterday actually that it posted. When you looked at the bike, really there, you know, you could barely see for width. It was so narrow, like you could definitely not see my handlebars. You were kind of like seeing here to here, and that was kind of it. So I was like, well, that's not great, but that didn't seem right. Uh-oh. A couple drops of rain. This is going to be a short ride, like I said, just to the store. Hopefully I get there and back before bad things happen. But yeah, that was a big concern because I'm like, it's not bad, but I did notice, I think when that lens distortion is turned on, because it crops in a little bit, or actually probably a fair bit, I was also noticing that the actual image stabilization, and I'm not sure, but was like really good, like quite surprising actually. Now, one of the things that I find GoPro does really well, and probably does a lot better than I think the Akaso does, is side to side movement. So when you really like whip your head around like this, the Akaso's image stabilization software or whatever it is has a bit of a like because it doesn't quite realizing that you're panning, and it tries to keep it stable, then realizes it can't, and then it has to catch up. Whereas the GoPro seems to definitely have a better smoothing of that, but that's pretty minor gripe, really. Yeah, those clouds are rolling in for sure. Yep, rolling in. It's supposed to rain. It was supposed to rain all yesterday, but it only rained a little bit at night, and then it was supposed to rain pretty much all day today. And now it says it's supposed to rain only later on this afternoon, but I do have a feeling that we may get caught in it, or it may be coming soon. When I woke up this morning, which was actually just, you know, a couple hours ago, it was blue sky out, like super nice, but that's not necessarily the case right now. It seems the clouds have rolled in for sure. So heading to my local grocery store, picking up some snacks for today, maybe some stuff for dinner. Yep. I think we need to buy a new barbecue. We were working on the backyard a lot this weekend, so Mary was doing a bit of weeding, but we were just cleaning up the backyard, getting it so it's kind of summer ready. Because last year we actually worked on the backyard and did some of our own like landscaping, and because we were just like, we never go use it, and it was because it was really more of an eyesore than anything else. But I think this year it's looking pretty good. It makes me kind of want to go out and spend time in it. I think that's somewhat important. All right, so we're gonna come up here. I'm missing my shifts today. I don't know what's going on. I know what it is. I was playing with my shifter because I got some adventure boots, some motocross boots, and I had to raise the shifter up. Because I had to raise the shifter, it's a lot more travel now, so that's why I'm missing it. That makes more sense. I'm like, why am I missing my shifts? Well, now I know. It's right there. Yep, gotta get it in more. Okay, so I'm gonna run in, grab some stuff, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so we are back at the bike. That was painless, which is always excellent. Painless is good. Turn the other cameras on here. Alright, gloves on, and off we go. So, have you noticed any more width in the camera? My hope is the answer is yes. That's the hope. Turn that on. Because I'm pretty sure that lens correction is a nice feature, without question. But it does definitely limit some of the width that you and I get from our shots. For those of us that are riding, I think I would rather sacrifice a little bit of stabilization, for sure, to get considerably wider. So hopefully when I get home and I get to take a look at this, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's better. That's better. Because I was looking at it in the living room and I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely wider. And I can see you really get that fisheye type of look where you get like the bowing around the corners like that, where when you have the lens correction on, you get rid of that, which is great if you want to use this more like a traditional camera and you don't want that action cam look. But I don't mind the action cam look when I'm riding. I would rather see more of what's going on, and I'm sure you guys would prefer to be able to see the surroundings. Look at this car. Hey? I'm not even sure. What do you think? What do you think of that? Alright. So I'm getting used to my shifter again because it's up. Yep, because it's up a little higher. I gotta get used to it, but it's good. Also, you see here? See this little thing right there? Yep. I had a black one on there, but when I removed my RAM mount, I had to cut one of the power cables, so the zip tie I had there I had to remove. But all I had is white ones, so I have to cut it, trim it, do whatever. It's good looking for sure. Yeah, see, this way doesn't look as bad. There's still some blue sky out. It's kind of nice. It's the other way that, well, I just don't know. You know, crank it up. All right, almost home. Yeah, working on the backyard is good. We finished it today. Well, I don't say finished it. We kind of finished what we're looking at doing right now. We definitely want to put a new deck in the back. It's just, we have a deck, but it's a deck that came with the house when we bought it. And it's old and kind of run down and fallen apart a little bit. So I think it's time to invest in putting a new one on. But you know, with technology and electronics, I'm pretty good. With wood and things like that, not so much. So definitely gonna flex my knowledge, I guess, and just kind of see if I feel comfortable working on building a deck. I don't want to fall through it. We have a friend of ours that works there for a landscaping company, so he's going to come over and take a look, see what he thinks. Alright guys, that's it for today. This video, short. Why is my high beams on? I must have hit my high beam somewhere. There they go. Alright guys, short video, I think, sort of. But I think it was important for you guys to get a better idea, because the last few videos I put up in regards to this, or the last one especially, had that lens distortion turned on. So if you're motovlogging, that might be something that you're like, oh, it's too narrow. And that's kind of my thoughts. But maybe this is better. Maybe this is better. Alright guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Later.